Good afternoon. This is the video recording of Unit 4, Semester 2, Degree First Year Syllabus. Shakespeare retold Julius Caesar. The introduction about the author is, the author was born in 1564 to 1616 and is the greatest dramatist and the poet of the English language. The writer is a well-known or the profound writer in the English literature, and his writings contains the universal facts, the universal truth. In his historical plays, such as those based on the reigns of Henry VI, Richard II and Richard III, they all contain a very maturing or a very good literature of his period of time, that is the Britishers' literature. And his literature is known for romantic comedy and the tragedy. Hamlet, King Lear and Macbeth, these are the tragedies. The Tempest is remembered for his romance kind of writing, and his poems are sonnets and the lyricism for which it is well known. The present lesson, Julius Caesar retold. Julius Caesar is one of the greatest or the great tragic plays of Shakespeare. So Shakespeare retold Julius Caesar. Here in this play, we see that there are 3-4 characters who narrates the incidents of the crime or the killing of Julius Caesar. That is the political scenario of Rome. So the poem opens with the great celebration in the streets of Rome. The Roman general and the statesman, that is Julius Caesar, has returned from a battle after defeating his political rivals. Rome is a republic governed by elected noblemen. So some of them feared that Julius Caesar, who is popular among the common citizens and has the support of the army, could seize power and deceive himself a king or take the power of the country with his own authority. Some of the political rivals have got this kind of attitude towards him. So many Roman politicians, including the Cassius and the Brutus, the other political leaders of that period of time, watch Caesar's rise to political power with suspicion. They have lot of suspicion, while Cassius is outright jealous. So Brutus has the larger interest of Rome's people at heart. So Cassius, Casca and other politicians, yes,
ఫస్ట్ సెకండ్ సెమ్ ఇంటర్నల్ ఎగ్జామ్
ఇక్కడ పెట్టి
సిగ్నేచర్
తర్వాత చెప్పు.
ఓకే.
Caesar's rise to political power with suspicion, the remaining people of Rome, the political leaders, they look at the Caesar's desires with lot of suspicion because he has a very good support from the people. So Brutus has the larger interest of Rome's people at heart. Actually, it is the Brutus who aims for many things from the people of Rome. That is what it means here. So what Casca and Cassius and other politicians do is they persuade Brutus that Caesar must be killed in order to save the Rome, that is the country. So the thought troubles Brutus because Caesar has been a friend to him, but he agrees to join the conspiracy because he thinks it is best for the country. He thinks that it is good if he kills, the country will be rid of becoming a slave. That is his kind of attitude. He agrees to join the conspiracy with this attitude. So during a Senate meeting at the capital, Rome, he thinks it is best for the country. So Rome's legislative assembly and conspirators brutally stab Caesar to death. The people of Rome are confused and agitated by the murder of the popular leader and demand answer. The present play is the context in which the characters they give their value prediction or their value memories of a dead person, and the dead person is the Caesar about his life.
On a fresh page, you start all of you know this. The look has to come. Okay.
So here in the present context we see that the Brutus makes the audience calm, the crowd which is restless. He explains to the Roman citizens that his fears concerning Caesar's ambition and why it was necessary to kill him. After listening to his speech, the crowd is convinced that Brutus and
Okay, you signed it. What's your number?
49.
Have you signed before?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's okay. Yeah, best of luck. Attend the class, Zoom class. Whatever doubts you
Brutus and the conspirators did the right thing.
There are only 8 students came. Zoom class today.
They praise him for assassinating Caesar and
Not very easy.
getting rid of the Rome out of his clutches.
And all grammar is from the textbook.
So Caesar's friend Mark Antony then addressed the crowd.
Gaps in the textbook.
Mark Antony was given the platform by the Brutus and was introduced to the audience and made to speak about the Caesar's funeral or about the Caesar's death to the audience.
Thank you. Best of luck.
So Antony has been warned by the conspirators not to say anything against the people or against the politicians. Antony does not say anything directly against the conspirator. Instead, he reminds the crowd of Caesar's many services to the Rome. His praise to Caesar sways the crowd. It the way he speaks or orators or gives the speech to the crowd. The crowd was convinced and was made to realize that whatever was said by the Brutus can't be true when they recollect the memory or the services that Caesar has done to the Rome. So now the public become aware of what the Brutus has done, and they are against the conspirators. This we can say that there is a lot of power in the oration or the speech given by Antony, which is the art of formal speaking in public. So in this particular play we see two men speak at cross purposes, each using rhetorical devices to persuade the audience. Brutus attempts to justify the assassination of Julius Caesar. His appeals to the crowd's wisdom and sense of honor and requests them him to be a fair person. He says that his love for Caesar was great, but his love for a free Rome was greater than the Caesar. He claims that Caesar was growing ambitious and that under the latter's dictatorship Romans would live as slaves. So he concludes that he has offended no one by killing Caesar, but has instead rendered the citizens of Rome a great service. The commoners call for various honors to be bestowed upon Brutus. They are so impressed that they even talk of making Brutus their king. They are so impressed that they even talk of making Brutus their king, the very thing that prompted Brutus and the other conspirators to kill the Caesar. When Caesar's friend Antony comes to the platform to address the crowd, the public opinion is very much in favor of the conspirators. Antony cannot condemn the conspirators without harm to himself. He claims he has no intention of praising his dead friend. He praises the murderers instead as honorable men. He says that if Caesar was ambitious as described by Brutus, then his murder was indeed justified. However, he presents many arguments to prove that the Caesar was not ambitious. While at the same time enumerating Caesar's good qualities, he goes on describing and he goes on recollecting the memory in which the people can realize what the good qualities are, the services he has already done to the Rome. He uses emotional appeals to stir the crowd. Not once does he say anything against the conspirators.
మెయిల్ అడ్రస్ ఫోన్ నంబర్ ఈమెయిల్ ఉంటుంది. ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఆఫ్ లేఅవుట్ అంటే ఏంటి? ఇన్ఫార్మల్ లెటర్ లో లేఅవుట్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఏంటి? ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఆఫ్ లేఅవుట్ మళ్ళీ ఇక్కడ రాసినాం. బాడీ ఆఫ్ లెటర్ మళ్ళీ బాడీ ఆఫ్ లెటర్. One after one other at regular intervals.
Then the crowd reasons that if Caesar was not ambitious as claimed by Brutus, then his murder was a great injustice. The mood of commoners changes sharply once. Then they know. They now cry out for the blood of the murderers. So we can say that the extract demonstrate two instances of the power of words here. Skillful use of chosen language. Both Brutus and Antony managed to persuade their audience. So Shakespeare shows us the importance of mastering the ability to communicate effectively, a skill that you should practice and perfect for success in your personal and professional lives. So the play continues after this scene in the following manner. The common people of Rome revolt against and kill the conspirators. They managed to catch Brutus and Cassius, who flee from the city. Then Antony and his supporters gather an army to defeat Brutus. His supporters gather an enemy to defeat Brutus and his supporters.
ఎవరైనా రాస్తున్నాడు మీకోసం? She's girl. చేస్తుంది కదా
So Antony and his supporters gather the army to defeat Brutus and his supporters. So suspicion, mistrust and a series of misunderstandings lead to the death of Brutus and Cassius. And Antony's army emerges victorious. So Antony praises Brutus as the noblest person. Antony praises Brutus as the noblest Roman of all. And orders a proper formal funeral for him. So this is all about the Unit 4 of Semester 2 Degree First Year syllabus, in which we learn, or we have learned, the proper or the effective skills of communication. If you know the communication, how effectively you have to make use of in a particular period of time is very well said through the play, or we can make ourselves understand when we read this poem. Thank you. For today's, this is the semester 2 degree first year syllabus. In the next following class, I will do the grammar.